everyone. It's currently 2:17 in the morning. I know I shouldn't have like a say on any of this because I didn't appear to look that deep enough into this thing. But as a long-term fan of Eddsworld and Ed Gould of himself since like about 5th grade, which would probably be like 4 5-ish years. I know it's not that long, but he's inspired me still in some way till this day. And my most favorite character in the show, not speaking about counterparts, like real counterparts or anything like that, in my opinion, in the show, my favorite character was Tord Larsson's character. And recently I've been pulled back into the fandom by my friend, and I'm like really back into it, and my favorite character to this day is still very much Tord. So like recently, because I remembered that bad crap has happened since so long ago, since 2008 when Tord left Eddsworld, that many of us went after him, and it wasn't a good sight to see because Tord then was basically scared off the internet and cannot show his face or use his real name till this day, sadly still. But I want to talk about some uncommonly talked about things that could be like theories on him, and whatever. So yeah, here we get on to it. Okay, as I'm looking through the internet right now, I'm not seeing anything really like theories on where he could be. The only thing I've seen like one or like a few times was that fans have come to the conclusion that maybe he committed sewer slide, but not sewer slide, but you know what I'm talking about, like suicide. People have come to the conclusion that that could have been what happened, like after, like some people said about this like 3 to 4 years ago. That would be 2017 or sometime after he left Eddsworld. So I did a little bit of research while I was on the phone with my friend myself. The only thing I could find was something from two months ago about a 60-year-old man in Oslo, Norway, who was found dead in his flat for like 9 years straight. So obviously we know that Tord's not in his 60s. So apparently that's kind of debunked because I can't find anything else on it except for that matter. But honestly, I, as an honest person and as a big fan myself, I really hope he's actually doing okay wherever he is. It would mean a lot to me if people knew where he was or anyone found out anything where he went. Sadly, I don't really know anything. Yeah, I do hope he's fine. I don't know where he could have gone. As I kind of said already. Like honestly, at this point, I honestly, as I said, just hope he's alive and doing well. It would mean a lot to me and probably many other fans that if some way, somehow, there was a signal out in the world about him being okay, or him giving us a sign that he's still alive and is okay and is doing well, that would mean a lot to me personally. But of course, due to people and his own safety situation, he cannot show his face or use his real name for a very long time. We don't know when he'll be able to come back to the internet or anything. So sadly, that's our only results, but okay, I'm sorry this video is very random, but I just wanted to talk about this and where it could be now, cause yeah, okay, so basically what I'm gonna try and do now is research more theories made up by other fans to see where it could have been, and I want to just kind of discuss it, because I mean, it's 2 in the morning and I don't really have anything else better to do. I don't really want to sleep, so why not look through some of this stuff? So give me a minute while I look through some stuff. Okay, I can't really find anything but off of reddit.com. I know it's not really a good idea to go on Reddit, but I found someone saying that they have Tord's script from his video and why he explained that he left Eddsworld. I'm gonna probably read off this script and probably talk about what he explains in that. So here we go. Hello, it's Tord from Eddsworld. In this video, I'll explain why I left Eddsworld and for what reasons I did. But first, I would address the recent events. Okay, so I read comments saying, oh, Tord is a bastard for not being there. Tord should have been there. Tord should go to his funeral, all that. Okay? And of course, we should not call him that. No one should call him that. A lot of people did call him very rude stuff and threaten things on him. It was not good. So here we go. Quite frankly, I didn't know anything about Ed's situation since I'm not in contact with either Tom or Matt. Ed was my only source of information, so I only knew what he told me. And the last time I spoke properly to him was, I think, February. So yeah, I haven't been updated at all. But I would have been there if I knew what was going on. I wanted to visit Ed. We talked about visiting, but he always told me he wanted to be out of hospital and be fit for fight if I was to visit him, because Ed didn't want us to spend all the time in the hospital, which is fair, but I wish I had went to visit him because now it's too late. So as he said there, he didn't know about Ed's cancer, leukemia. It's not something he really knew about, because I guess they didn't really keep in contact with him after that amount of stuff. So you shouldn't have blamed him after he explains, but sadly, since he deleted the video, it's not anything we can do. I do know that he did care for Ed. He was an online friend of his. Of course, we know that. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't want to be there for him. But as we continue on now, Ed and I started talking back in 2004, so he was a great friend for 7 years, which is a long time, especially considering it's an online friendship, and I think the first time I met him was in 2006 when I visited London with my parents. So we met at Trafalgar Square and went around London. And that was right after he had gone on his first chemo, so he was in pretty bad shape, and seeing him progress from there, getting better and better, it was good. But it's a shame what happened. I'm truly sorry for his family and friends, and I wish I could have been there. Yeah, I don't really have much to say on that bit, but yeah, of course he loved Ed, of course he cared about Ed, of course he cared. It just still hurts me so much that fans of the show decided to be so harsh on him. Guys, it's still... I really wish that didn't happen. If people didn't do that, everything would be mostly great now. But no, you guys chose not to. All you people chose not to. I wasn't into Eddsworld or knew about it during that time when all of that happened, because in 2008 I was 3 years old. Um, yeah. So now over to the points. Why I left Eddsworld and what my reasons were, and I want to address one thing first, and that is whatever you see on YouTube channels, Facebook pages, it is not me. Pages saying, oh, this is Tord from Eddsworld, oh, this is why I left, whatever. All those are frauds. I have never made a page about myself or anything regarding Eddsworld. I'm always anonymous, and I'm online. Wait, hold on. Those frauds. Okay. And when I'm always anonymous when I'm online, sorry. I didn't bring up my name or anything because that's exactly my point. People will go, oh, it's Tord from Eddsworld, shit, and this is, he literally said shit, so, and that is what I wanted to avoid. One of my main reasons for leaving Eddsworld. People say I left Eddsworld to pursue my own artistic career, and it's true, and that it's true, because I don't want to leech off Ed's success and have all its fans come over to me and just look at me for being part of Eddsworld. I want to build my own name, which I have done to some degree, and it's not bad, trust me. So because of that, people shouldn't have impersonated him either. People impersonating him for whatever reason is not good in itself either. That can be identity theft, and you can literally get charged for this stuff if he chose to sue you, if you're of age, I guess. But some people can be young and get charged for it. So yeah, it was not looking good for him or anyone in our fandom who were that obsessive with Tord. So I'm gonna continue. This is very long. So people also say I left because Tom and I didn't get along, and that is not true, because I haven't spoke to Tom since 2006 or something. Maybe before that, I don't know. I remember Ed saying something that when he was having technical problems, and Tom and I was left to speak with each other rather than having Ed to speak with. And it's true, we found out we weren't really fond of each other, but Tom didn't like that I made fun of him for his religious views. And that is all right. Tom broke contact with me when I made a comic about him. That was the nail in the coffin. I think Tom was also a bit disappointed that he wasn't on the dudette next door. I remember he was really upset about that, but that was a group project between me and Ed. Ed animated one scene, I animated the next. He would animate the next, and so on. So Tom didn't have anything to do with it, so I don't know. Neither me nor Ed saw that it was necessary to have him in there. And that was before Matt was part of the team, so he wasn't there either. So hearing about that, I'm very confused how Tord wouldn't have, or not Tord, but Tom, would be upset with him for this stuff. I don't really know what happens between them, but that's on them, and honestly, it's kind of weird in my opinion. Very weird. I don't know. That's just what I'm reading off of. So Tom said something about why I have to exclude the whole Tord character from the show. That is because I felt the character was too personal. He basically bears my name, my full name, so I don't think it's appropriate to have this character giving out my name and everyone thinks, oh, that it's Tord from Eddsworld. I also like to address that we need to be able to tell the difference between the character and me, because I'm the voice actor and the character is just some parody of me. It's like people think I'm a communist, I'm a gun fanatic, I'm addicted to hentai, communist, fire one. When we made the character, I was 14, and you know how 14-year-olds are. Now when playing Call of Duty, and they think they're weapons expert, and that's what I thought, except back then it was Time Splitters 2, I think, Regarding the hentai, I'm not a fanatic. I don't love hentai. I'm not addicted to it. It's fun to draw, I guess. I draw some hentai, but that's because I'm bored. And if it is to get views, then it's a really cheap way to get traffic on your pages, just to draw some boobs and less. And so the person says, last 7 words I can't make it out. Something about women and some clothing, I believe. So he couldn't tell that bit apart. Oh, sorry, I thought that was my camera. My camera's a bit grainy at night, I guess. I don't know. It's 2:37 in the morning, goddamn. What am I doing? Sorry. I don't know what more to say. Before I end it, I want to once again tell Ed's family, his friends, and I'm truly sorry for what happened, and I wish I could have supported you, but as I explained, I haven't been able to because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what had happened before the YouTube video was posted, and yeah, like I said before, Tom or Matt, I don't know them. I didn't get any text. I don't know them. I didn't get any text or anything, so to Ed. And then he cut off there. I honestly have no idea what to say about this. It disappoints me that he didn't get told anything first off, and I don't really know. And that Tom had some weird attitude with him, and that fans just like bashed him for wanting to move on from Eddsworld and make his own career known, and this is really saddening, and it's just not something that should have been, you know? I think it's just a whole mess in itself, and it shouldn't have been bothered with, and I know that we kind of know what happened, but it's just, we're still left with the question, where is he now? Is he okay? Is he happy? Is he doing well mentally or physically? The answer is, for now, for the near future, we will not know and might not know for as long as we know, unless he decides to come back in the near future. We will never know. We'll never know. And him, who in his videos he makes me laugh a bit more out of all the characters. Just makes me so sad that he was scared off like this by everyone, almost everyone, and it would mean a lot to me if you'll just, of course, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you gave us a sign, anything to let us know he's fine and okay. But yeah, Tord, wherever you are, and if you end up seeing this, hello, and I hope you're doing okay. It would definitely mean a lot. Yeah, but anyways, that is all for this thing. I was bored out of my mind to do this, and it just got me thinking after I hung up the phone with my friend. I just know or hope that Tord, even though he can be like physically online, like with his face and name and everything, I hope he's still like watching videos or stumbling upon stuff like how he would. I just hope that you're okay, Tord. I hope you're okay, and while that whole situation went on for you, and it's not a good look on you or anything, or the fandom, just, yeah, as I said like 3 times, I hope you're doing okay, and that I do hope we get to see you soon. I love you as a person, and seeing your old art on DeviantArt, as some fans have found, your art back then, or however it's changed now, is very amazing, and I wish you the best luck with your career if you have one somewhere outside of the internet in your area or anything. I really hope you're doing really great with that, and your art is just amazing, and I would have loved to follow your work if you're able to still be around. So that's it for this. Tord, I love and miss you, and Ed heads who do also miss him. Have a great day, night, or whatever you're having. And I'm out. Goodbye.